Well, Ashley, while we're talking spring, maybe you have a break to plan, even if you're staying here while the kids are out of school at the end of the month. Portland was recently named a top spring break destination by a couple of publications. Joining us for a look at some favorite Rose City attractions is Stephanie Selk with Travel Portland. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you.
First of all, Rod, you were a naysayer. You're like, Portland, a top spring destination?
Keep in mind, in our early morning meeting, it was still freezing outside. I'm thinking, I need to go somewhere warmer. But we have lots of fun things to do.
Yeah, who gave us this distinction?
Well, we've actually had two great publications acknowledge Portland, so Condé Nast Traveler and Travel and Leisure magazine. So it's a great thing for Portland. You know, you might not think about staying here if you're a local, but you don't really need to go anywhere else to have world-class, family-friendly activities.
You think it's the variety of different things we have to do? Certainly a lot of day trips outside of the city.
Absolutely. So you can stay in Portland and go out to the coast. You can go to the gorge, up to the mountain. But, you know, it's a great opportunity to have a staycation and see some places you might not normally go with your family.
Let's talk about some of those places, Stephanie. First of all, the Chinese Garden.
Yes, the Lansu Chinese Garden. It's beautiful. As you mentioned, the weather's turning a little nicer, so it's a great place to go when it's sunny. So it's an entire city block that has been designed by 60 artisans from our Chinese sister city. And one of the great things is in March, they're celebrating Lansu in Bloom, which is a celebration of all the lovely plants and flowers. They've got some special days devoted to camellias, other plant varieties that you might not see if you weren't specifically going to the garden.
I suppose I'm going to have to go to the Oregon Rail Heritage Center because we have featured it on many lists, and it's one place I have not been yet.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's down by OMSI, so it's easy to get to on the MAX line, so you don't have to worry about parking if you go with kids. It is a free attraction as well. So they have 3 locomotives and go over the history of the locomotive and rail industry in Oregon. And they offer free train rides on the weekends. So
oh my goodness.
It's kind of a fun thing to do.
My kids were into Thomas the Train growing up, you know, so that would have been perfect. And OMSI, of course, always a favorite.
Yes, OMSI is fantastic. You know, you can sneak a little bit of learning in there on spring break if you want to. But it's got, you know, the submarine that's there year round as well as their exhibits. But on the 17th of March, they're going to be launching an exhibit called Robot Revolution. So it's all about the future of robotics, some robots you might not have access to on a regular basis, some interactive things for kids, sort of the future of science.
Yeah, just in time for spring break. You say it opens on the 17th. And then, you know, go to Washington Park. You can take in the zoo and the Children's Museum really in one day.
Yes, you can do both. It could be, if there's rain, you might want to go inside to the Children's Museum. They've got a lot of exhibits there, a clay station, a tree house, and then if it's a little bit nicer and you want to go over to the zoo, check out the new Elephant Lands and the Condor exhibit as well. So 2 really great options.
And I'm curious, do you know, do any of these attractions offer specials during Oregon Spring Break week as an incentive?
They're open. I'm not sure. You'd have to check the individual attractions websites to see what they're doing, but they're great about offering family-friendly discounts as well.
I would have to imagine the spring break distinction, Portland being one of the top spots in the country, would have to do something with our food. Are there any recommendations you have for taking the kids places to eat?
Yes, absolutely. There are some great family-friendly dining options. One of the ones that was actually highlighted by Travel and Leisure that was really unusual is that we have so many great breweries that are family-friendly. So you can go and parents can have a beer, and then kids can have a kids menu option, playrooms, Laurelhurst, Laurelwood, Hub, Hopworks is a great one as well. So it's a fun thing to do both.
I wouldn't have thought about that, but a lot of them are regular restaurants, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you don't have to have the entire family belly up to the bar, so to speak.
Sure.
Stephanie Selk with Travel Portland, thanks so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Ashley? Guys, thanks.